surprise boxes are in. And you may notice that I have two of these, but one of these is for my girlfriend. One I'm gonna open for you today. But real quick, my analytics show that most people who watch my videos are not subscribed. That's most likely due to shorts viewing as well. But yeah, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. But also, if you don't feel like subscribing today, can you do me a solid and hit the like button? Those are two completely free ways you can support, aside from watching this video in its entirety. So without further ado, let's get in. As you can clearly see, there's no audio coming from my video, and that's because I failed as a YouTuber. My mic was muted the entire time, but I did not want this footage to go to waste because this is our first look at the surprise Prismatic Evolutions box. You know, we pre-ordered from GameStop, and they just came out a little bit ago. So, yeah. I do have a fun challenge, at least I think it's fun, but you can clearly tell that I'm reading off of the back of the box, right? But after I'm done reading the back of the box, because for some reason I thought that'd be a cool thing to do, can you try to guess what I'm saying based on my lip movement? If I could just get my face back in the camera, that seems to be something I'm dealing with. These are #TinyDeskProblems. The reason why it's like this is because my desk is so small and I don't have a truck, so I can't really just drop this desk at the dump and go get a new one. I'd have to rent one of them U-Haul stuffs. But I do have these big lips and stuff, and there's a scar on my lip, and it might be hard to tell what I'm saying, but please believe that I am hyped to be opening this. Prismatic Evolutions is hard to find, and you know, I'm just stoked that they did it this way. I'm really stoked they did it this way. I love that they didn't release everything all at once. I love that more places are limiting how much you can buy. My local Fred Meyer limits 2 things per people. And if you try to come in a group and say, oh, all of these are individuals, they're like, nah, fam, you're in a group, you only get 2. Because they know what scalpers are up to. Scalpers and flippers and everything, they know what they're up to. And I've seen it many times before. And please hit this like button if you've seen it before, where someone is trying to scalp and they get all their friends who aren't even into Pokemon to come in to make a separate transaction and yada yada yada, so that they can end up cleaning house and it all goes back to the same person. I'm glad that stores are wising up to this stuff, and I do think it sucks that they have to limit the amount of products someone can buy. But when things are going on in the hobby and you know that it's not enjoyable for everyone that is into this stuff, then I do think that certain action needs to take place. That's what I think, at least. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with that? Are you against it? Now, if you are against it, just prove your case in the comment section. You know, I'd be happy to engage. A difference of ideas is always a good thing because it keeps everyone on their toes, and hopefully we can come to a mutual understanding. That's the hope, but a lot of times it doesn't happen. I'm also hoping that everyone can find some Prismatic Evolutions out in the wild. I know that they're doing restocks now, and I don't know how people are finding out about like restock dates and when they restock and all that junk, but I do happen to know that the mini tins and the surprise boxes have been released. I know this because my girlfriend was out running some errands, and then I asked her to stop by and buy me some lip balm because, you know, it's winterish season and it's pretty dry out there. My lips be getting pretty dry and I'm all out of lip balm. And then she's just so happened to run by the mini tins, and she was like, oh, you know, if I see this out in the wild and I don't get it, I think my boyfriend will be a little upset. And she wasn't wrong, so she snagged 2 because, you know, she can only buy 2, and I'm cool with that. It gives us a little taste, a little chance for the hunt. So I hope that everyone else can also find some, because MSRP is the way to go with the way things are going right now. At least that's my thought. If you buy it at retail, that's probably the best deal you're going to get these days. Isn't that crazy sad that retail is going to be the best deal you get? That's pretty intense. I mean, if you know where to buy them on the low, please let your boy know so I can grab some. you know, yeah, I hope everyone gets a chance to open this because I know a lot of people really like the Evolutions, and I talked about this a couple years back when Evolving Skies was when that Moonbryon was really popping. I talked about this. I literally said, right, I think eventually, maybe I'm wrong, but eventually Charizard is going to phase out and the Evolutions are going to take over, because I think that the Pokemon niche as a whole, I think that new collectors are coming in and they're not going to sit down and just be like, oh, Charizard's going to be the most expensive because it's Charizard and people from back then love Charizard. No. I think that when a card is highly sought after, that will determine the price. But then, you know, like there's a whole lot of things that go into price. For instance, from Paldea Evolved, the illustration rare Magikarp is the top of that set, and it's an illustration rare, right? Technically not the highest rarity, but everyone wants the Magikarp. And it's unfortunate for me because Magikarp's one of my top 5. I love Magikarp, but you know, it comes with the territory of collecting. You know, sometimes the things that you want is gonna be what everyone's after for that set, and you're gonna have to watch everyone pull it before you, like that gold Snorlax. I still have never pulled that from Chilling Reign. My goodness. Still on the hunt for that, but I'm considering taking the L because I only have one more booster box of Chilling Reign left, and I don't know if I should open it or should I keep it sealed. Little shout out to Pat and his Short Pocket Monster series. Those jingles are off the chain. Love them. But anyway, yeah, check out them hits from Prismatic Evolutions. We still have not pulled an Evolution yet. You know we're after that Espeon. The Glaceon and Leafeon look great too. Jolteon is still my favorite, but I want it, but it's not my chase from the set because they did my boy dirty with that angle. But I'm just happy he has a cool art, right? So I will still be collecting the Jolteon. I just wish they caught him from a different angle. With that being said, how do you think they did my boy Jolteon in this set? Are you a fan of what he looks like in that card, or are you with me in that they caught him on a really whack angle and could have done the card way more justice? And also, maybe Jolteon's not your favorite. Maybe it's not your favorite. What is your favorite evolution? What is your favorite evolution, and what evolution are you hunting from Prismatic? I would like to know that. I would like to know for real. Now, those A-Specs, like that one I just pulled, maybe they're useful in the TCG, but boy, I feel like they just make me mad, because if you get an A-Spec, there's like no shot you're getting anything else, because the A-Spec is just takes the spot of something that could have been even better. But I understand, you know, the backbone of this community is the playability, because sometimes the playability even determines the price, right? Like that Genesect V, a regular V card from Fusion Strike used to be $12 a pop, and you know, like they're pretty easy to pull, so like $12 a pop, that's pretty great. That's actually pretty nice, right? Trade it into your local card shop and then get some store credit or whatever, then buy you some more product to get what you's after. That's the method. At least for me, that's the method. Never sold anything, and I've rarely traded cards in, but you gotta get products somehow, and prices are getting expensive for everything. And that's about gonna wrap up this video, everyone. So I hope everyone has a great day. Hope you find what you're after in the wild, and if not, I hope the next time you go out, I hope you get it. Just give it time, it'll come.